Less than a week ago, I was in the holy city of Hebron, in the Holy Land, where our patriarchs and matriarchs are buried. There's a big building there. I will share a video with you that I took while I was there. It's called the Me'arat Hamachpelah. It's the Cave of Doubles, and that's because there are four couples that are buried there. There's Adam and Eve, who are buried there. Abraham and Sarah. Torah tells us a story about Abraham actually purchasing this piece of land to bury his wife. Torah tells us exactly how much money he paid for it. And there's Isaac and Rebecca buried there. And then there's Jacob and Leah. Those are the four couples that are buried there in this very holy site. It's a very special place to pray, very important place for a Jew to go whenever he visits the land of Israel. Now, while I was there, I spoke with a rabbi who lives in this neighborhood, and he shared that he's one of the guards that is part of one of the shifts that goes out to guard the community every single night, because the Jews have to guard themselves from their loving, peaceful neighbors who live in the city of Hebron, otherwise known as Palestinians. And these Palestinians, the night, you may remember the night when Iran shot over, I think it was 200 ballistic missiles at Israel. And you know what was going on that night? He was on duty that night. He was in the watchtower watching. All of the Palestinians living in the city of Hebron, they all went onto their roofs while Jews were all in safe spaces to make sure that they wouldn't get hurt either from the missiles or from the shrapnel when they're being shot down. It is quite dangerous, actually. All of the Palestinians, despite the danger, went onto the roofs and they were cheering and clapping. These are the people that the world is saying Israel should be making peace with, just by the way. And do you know how many Jews live in their neighborhoods? 0. That's right, 0. I'll share this with you in the video, just for you to understand what apartheid actually does look like, as opposed to Israel, which has many, many Arabs, Israeli Arabs who are living in the land of Israel. Here, you can watch this video I took. We'll watch this together. Here I am at the Me'arat Hamachpelah, it's called, which is where our patriarchs and matriarchs are buried, and Adam and Eve. And in this big building, if you can see the two corners which have green towers, that is actually half of the building, which Israel conquered in 1967 when they were attacked by numerous countries to be annihilated. As Nasser said, there's no reason to talk about peace. We will not make peace with Israel. We will only conquer them. So that was their intention, and we conquered this. Yet, for mistaken reasons, in my opinion, we gave the Arabs half of this very, very important piece of land, which was purchased by Abraham. We know this from the Bible, where Abraham actually made a purchase. We even know how much money he paid for it. Yet we gave it back. Now, that was a mistake, but regardless, for those who say that Israel is being accused of apartheid, explain to me how this is apartheid. Yet, if you just go a few hundred feet beyond this building, you will go into an Arab neighborhood where no one is allowed to sell their property to a Jew. A Jew is not even allowed to walk down the street there. That is, I think they call that apartheid, I think. And actually, they have a fatwa, which is not just a legal law, but much higher than that, is a religious law that if anyone sells a home to a Jew, that he must be killed. That is their religious law. Just sharing some facts that a lot of people don't know or don't want to know, that everyone must know. It was a great honor for me to be here today and pray at the gravesides of my grandparents, which is Adam and Eve, which all of humanity comes from, and then Abraham and Sarah, Isaac and Rebecca, and Jacob and Leah, and our matriarch Rachel. I had the honor of praying at her grave earlier today, and praying for all those, for my loved one, my beloved family, and all my beloved community and Jews throughout the world. God bless you, and may God bless the Jewish people, and may God give every human being the courage to see things as they are and not lie to themselves and to the world around them. Now you may be wondering, how much did Abraham in fact pay for this land? Well, that's exactly what the Torah tells us. Arba meot kesef over lasocher. 400 coins of silver coins is what he paid for this piece of land, and that's why it rightfully does in fact belong to the Jews. But even when we pay for something, the world still tells us it doesn't belong to us. And when we are living side by side with a neighbor who in fact actually lives as an apartheid state, environment, who's accused of apartheid? The Jewish people. We're getting used to it. It's fine, but we're not going to stand for it anymore. We will make sure that we protect ourselves.